Most people are lost because they don't see the hidden patterns. They're like a pawn in a game of chess. You can move forward one square at a time, but you can never go backwards. And there are only a few ways that you're allowed to move. Everything in life is either horizontal or vertical. There is no true freedom. Everything is a trade-off. This is why 99% of people will never be successful. Chess is the perfect metaphor for how the world is controlled. The pieces on the board represent the different types of people that exist. Each piece has a unique way of moving, but together they form a greater strategy. The object of chess is to capture your opponent's king. But in order to do this, you must first understand how your pieces move and, more importantly, how they interact with each other. This is what we're going to talk about today. We will look at the 6 different types of people that run the modern world. Before we get into it, just a reminder, this video is not to make you feel bad or inferior. It's the complete opposite. The goal is to help you understand the different roles that people play in this world, so you can find your own unique way of contributing and achieving success. Remember, success doesn't mean money. Success means being able to do whatever you want and having the freedom to make your own decisions. With that said, let's begin. Number 1. The pawns. These are the masses. They make up the majority of the population, but they are easily sacrificed. You can't win a game of chess without losing a few pawns. Pawns may be expendable, but they are necessary. They work hard, follow the rules, and most importantly, they keep the game moving forward. In the modern world, this is the typical employee. They work hard for their entire lives and eventually retire. They trade their time and energy for a paycheck. And even though they work hard, they rarely have any real freedom. Their job may give them some sense of purpose, but ultimately they're just cogs in a machine. Number 2. The rooks. These are hard workers who are good at what they do. Like the pawns, they're loyal and reliable, but they're stuck doing the same thing over and over again. Their movements are predictable and they lack creativity. The rook is an important piece, but it's limited to the same rank and file. In the modern world, this is the manager. They're good at following orders and making sure that everything runs smoothly, but they're too afraid to take any risks. Their job is safe because they're doing exactly what they're supposed to do. Number 3. The knights. These are the creative types, the rule breakers who do things differently. They're unpredictable and chaotic, but that's what makes them so valuable. In a game of chess, the knight is the only piece that can jump over other pieces. They're also the only piece that can move diagonally forward. This gives them a unique ability to see the board in a different way. In the modern world, this is the entrepreneur or the artist. They don't follow the rules. They're willing to take risks and they always do things differently. Number 4. The bishops. These are quiet pieces that move in the shadows. They're not as flashy as the knights, but they're just as important. The bishop's job is to control the long diagonal lines on the board. They're patient and methodical, always thinking several moves ahead. In the modern world, this is the scientist or the strategist. They work behind the scenes, developing plans that will take years to execute. They're not interested in fame or fortune. They just want to make a difference. Number 5. The queens. These are powerful forces like an army or an agency. They can move in all directions, and that makes them very dangerous. In a game of chess, there's only one queen per side, and she's the most powerful piece on the board. In the modern world, this is the government or the military. They have the power to control entire nations. They can wage war, print money, and make or break economies. They don't always use their power for good, but that's what makes them so dangerous. And finally, number 6. The kings. These are legacy families that have been in power for centuries. They're hidden rulers who operate behind the scenes. They own the board, and they decide who wins the game. In a game of chess, the king is the most important piece. If he's captured, you lose the game. That's why he's protected by the other pieces. The king's job is to stay alive and protect his territory. In the modern world, this is the ruling class. They're the 0.1% that owns most of the wealth. They control the banks, the media, and the government. They've been in power for centuries, and they're not going anywhere. So remember, true control does not lie in money. It lies in who owns the system. To win the game, you need to change the rules. This is why they try to keep you asleep. They want you to play their game so you can lose. But if you wake up and flip the board, then you're free. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then check out the full video on my channel. And if you want to learn more about how to become successful, subscribe to the channel.